All right. Hello and welcome to Christ Alive and the music. Still trying to figure out what exactly that's going to be called. But today we're listening to Graves and Gardens with Brandon Lake. And if you haven't listened to that yet, go ahead and take a moment, go back and listen to that song. What you want to do is you want to be closing your eyes and opening your heart and listening to what verse or word is standing out most to you. You want to write that down into your journal. That is what the message that God is giving specifically to you through that song. And then you're going to jump back into this class and we're going to learn how to receive that and let God speak even more deeply into you through that word. Specific action for you to take in your day today that will come through that song. So go ahead, if you haven't listened to it, jump on back in, listen to it, write down those words, and then once you get done, come on back. And for those of you who are ready to jump in, Jesus invites us to begin this class and all of our moments of conscious awareness first by arriving in the presence and the power of God's living love. So we're going to go ahead and do that together in the way that Jesus has revealed to us to do that. You want to take a moment and notice, how is your body held by the place where you are seated? Let's go ahead and turn our awareness inward and notice how our bodies are held by our seats. And as you are noticing how your body is held by the place where you are seated, we're invited to take a moment to recognize which part of your body feels the most held by your seat. And we're allowing ourselves to rest into that place. And you want to write down that body part. For me, it's my low back. Notice for you if it's your legs, your hips, your feet. Write down where you feel the most held. And we're letting our brain see that. Here is where I am already held, right where I am seated. Here is where I am already held, right where I am seated. Let your brain see that and allow your body another minute to absorb that experience. And as you are noticing how you are held in that way, you want to take a moment to recognize, what does that quality of support feel like to you? And you want to take a moment and you're going to circle that quality of support. That's God's living love outpouring to you. And we're coming back and we're saying, this is God's living love for me. Thank you, God. This is God's living love for me, living support for me. And we're saying, thank you, God. And then we want to notice if there's a part of ourself that is not yet able to receive that, you want to take a moment and you're going to be holding that with your hands. And you want to take a moment and from this place of being held in this living love that God is outpouring to you, you want to notice what are the words that or the verses that stand out for you in the Graves and Gardens song. We want to go ahead and read those back, and we're turning ourselves to Jesus and we're saying, show me, teach me, what does this word mean for my life today? What does this word, what message do you have for me today through this song, through these words that stood out for me? Turn your minds and your hearts to Jesus and ask that question now. And you want to write down that response into your journal. And we are transferring that to our index card. If you are somebody who's participating in the 3 practices, you might want to notice, how do the 3 alivenesses, that are outpouring to you through the rise and shine, through the Bible verse, and then through the music today, those 3 messages that you are being provided, how do those relate to what you are facing into today? You want to really hear that message from God speaking into your life and Take a moment and really receive that. How do you bring that forward? Let Jesus show you how. Let Jesus teach you how. And then we move forward with that Christ message for our lives. Um, I'm bringing you this class today from Gainesville, Florida. We are preparing for Milton to come upon us around 3 o'clock this afternoon. We'll begin. We already have bands coming through that aren't even from Milton, and they are sufficient. So um, just letting ourselves really lean into God's living presence and not in our understanding of what we think is going to unfold with this storm, but rather just let God walk us through, making our steps clear and straight so that we can participate in the way that we are serving Christ to the best of our capacity. I thank you all for being here. It's my honor to be here with you, and I wish you all the capacity to continually hold on to Christ's love and receive what God is already outpouring to you so that you can navigate this storm. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you soon. Take care.